In the bustling city, Peter navigates his daily routine with his wife Alice and their 2 daughters. One night, while staring out the window, a blinding light illuminates the sky. Suddenly, fiery objects rain down, causing chaos and death in the streets. As Peter witnesses the destruction, their building gets hit, jolting him awake from a recurring nightmare. Concerned, Alice urges him to see a doctor, but Peter insists he can manage on his own, despite the toll these nightmares are taking on both of them. The following morning, Peter promises his daughter Lucy that he'll leave work early to take her to the pier. He also agrees to host a party to celebrate Alice's recent promotion, surprising her as they haven't socialized much lately. Peter heads to work, sharing an elevator ride with his daughter Hannah, who playfully pretends to be the operator, and their neighbor Ray. After Ray exits, Peter apologizes to Hannah for his recent absences. On his way to work, Peter is startled by a strangely shaped building, unsure if it's real or a hallucination. At the factory, he's preoccupied with his work when his hand starts trembling, leading to a vivid vision of him violently assaulting someone. Snapping back to reality, he realizes the equipment is malfunctioning due to his distraction. His boss David notices and suggests a good clinic, but Peter brushes it off, though he does request to leave early, which David allows in exchange for a promise to visit the clinic. Meanwhile, Alice excels at her job and turns down an offer for another project to spend more time with her family. As Peter prepares to leave work, he is again overwhelmed by visions of a city in ruins and people protesting against a perceived threat to humanity. When he regains his senses, he's on the factory floor, realizing he's late for his family outing. As he rushes out, he notices a strange light in the sky, but no one else sees it. On a whim, he buys a telescope on his way home. At home, Alice tries to cover for Peter's lateness, but their daughters aren't fooled and are disappointed. Peter finally arrives and tries to apologize, but Alice is furious. Their argument wakes Lucy, and Alice tends to her. That night, Peter dreams of the invasion again, this time seeing Lucy crying over her dead parents, with Hannah holding a gun. He wakes up staring at the clinic's number. The next day, Peter attempts to reconcile with his daughters. Hannah storms off, but he manages to fix Lucy's broken toy monkey before leaving for work. He tells Alice he scheduled a doctor's appointment, which gives her hope. At the clinic, Peter meets a fellow patient experiencing similar visions, who warns that something big is coming, and that the clinic's treatments are meant to erase their thoughts to prevent chaos. Before his own appointment, Peter leaves, deciding to heed the warning. Back home, Peter tells Alice he believes his visions are warnings of an impending disaster. Disappointed, Alice listens as he explains he skipped the doctor. That night, during Alice's promotion party, Peter isolates himself on the balcony with his telescope, anticipating the worst. Ray joins him and advises him to focus on his family. Suddenly, thundering noises erupt, and glowing objects fall from the sky. To Peter's shock, Ray sees them too. As Alice and Ray's wife join them, a drone crashes into a nearby building, causing a massive explosion. The city is plunged into chaos, mirroring Peter's visions. The group rushes inside to find their children. Lucy is hiding, but Hannah is at Ray's apartment. Peter braves the pandemonium to find her, encountering a strange aircraft that triggers his memories. Ray pulls him to safety just as the aircraft opens fire. They finally find their daughters in the elevator, just as the building's power goes out. Back in their apartment, they barricade the door as soldiers invade. Peter and Alice struggle to keep the door closed while Lucy looks for her toy. A soldier fires through the door, but they duck just in time. The soldier starts breaking through the wall, so they hide in the bedroom, discovering Lucy is missing. The soldier finds her toy and approaches, but Peter attacks him. A fierce struggle ensues, ending with Alice knocking out the soldier. They take his weapon and sneak through the building, dodging bodies and explosions. On the roof, they reunite with Ray's family. They see the city burning and aircraft searching for survivors. Deciding they can't stay, they use a glass cleaner lift to escape, but are forced into an apartment when the lift fails. Meanwhile, the soldier regains consciousness and tracks them. Peter discovers the gun has a biometric trigger, only usable by its owner. As they plan their next move, Alice suggests a tunnel leading to the factory. The invaders attack the apartment, killing Ray's family. Peter bypasses the gun's security and shoots 2 soldiers. The family escapes to the tunnel, but Alice is wounded. They continue until Alice collapses. The soldier catches up, and another fight breaks out. Peter manages to overpower him and discovers the soldier is a young human named Miles, who is shocked to see normal families trying to live. Miles reveals the truth about the war between humans and synthetics. Peter and Alice are synthetic beings with mechanical parts and artificial organs. Miles explains that synthetics were created to serve humans but were mistreated, leading to a war that forced humans to Mars. The synthetics chose to forget the war and their nature, living normal lives. Realizing Alice needs a power source, Peter and Miles connect their systems, saving Alice. Peter wakes up, memories flooding back. He and Alice remember their past, including adopting Lucy and Hannah, synthetic children whose human parents were killed. In the present, the factory is under attack. David's group plans to evacuate. Peter and Alice fight their way to the train, reuniting with their daughters. They escape as the train crosses a bridge, which is destroyed to prevent pursuit. In the end, Peter and Alice's family, along with other synthetics, find a new place to start over. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.